Those dicks are insane! My wife yelled at me as the skinny African tribesmen started performing the final stage of their sacred penis elongation ritual. It was a hot July afternoon, and we just arrived on the island. And there they were, 18 black men of all ages and sizes, from slim to muscular, 20, 40, even 70 years old, all with one thing in common. They all had 12, 13, and even 18 inches strong, muscular big dicks. Penises so huge it would have made God himself envious of what his progenies have become. It was pure madness, and it was that exact moment which led me to discover the incredibly well-kept secret of the Samba tribesmen with monster-sized penises, a ritual passed from generation to generation and carefully guarded by every man and woman from their tribe at the price of their lives based on a super growth cocktail that goes back over 2,000 years and can increase any man's penis by 48%. So stay right where you are for the next 3.5 minutes because I'm going to show you how you can use the same super cocktail and grow your penis with at least 4 inches in a few weeks, just like over 120,000 men have done it before you. What I'm about to tell you will shake the male enhancement industry from its very core and will change everything you thought was real about your manhood. You see, doctors all around the world falsely claim that having a small penis is just as normal as it is common. But as you'll soon see, even though it is very common, there's absolutely nothing normal about it. Because today, to have a bigger penis, you don't need to spend thousands on insane penis pumps. You don't have to be a sacred member of any African tribe. You don't need to waste hours doing painful exercises. And you definitely don't need surgery. Instead, as the latest clinical studies prove, to get a longer, thicker, and fuller penis, all you need to do is fix a dangerous blockage happening inside your body right now. First, I'll show you where the insidious blockage is located so you can see it for yourself, how badly it affected your penis. Then I'll share with you the incredible secret of the Samba tribesmen that you can use at home to grow your penis by at least 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks. And finally, I'll show you all the scientific evidence that proves this clinically proven method is guaranteed to work for any man out there. The secret ritual comes with a whole bunch of other advantages. It will help you get stronger, longer-lasting erections. It will give you firmer, more pronounced body muscles, will significantly increase your energy levels, turbo boost your sexual confidence, and even help you lose those nasty pounds off your belly. So listen up, because we don't have much time left. If you're over 35 and secretly wish for a simpler way to get a longer and thicker penis but haven't been able to until now, if you're struggling to keep an erection for more than 30 minutes, if you want your penis to not only get bigger, firmer, and stronger, but also stay healthy for your entire life, and if you want to stop living in fear that she'll always choose a better hung man than you are right now, then continue watching this presentation because your life and your penis will soon change forever. Trust me, I know how it feels to have your gut frozen every time you take your pants off and she sees your little guy, or to be completely humiliated when some other guys accidentally see your penis and look at you with pity and disgust. But right now, for the first time in your entire life, all this can change. Because today, having a bigger penis is solely at your own discretion. Of course, I don't want you to simply trust me on this. Instead, I want you to hear from some of the 120,000 other men whose lives have been completely changed by this program.
Kind of embarrassing, but I never had a real girlfriend until I tried your program, Mark. All the women I've ever been with have laughed at my size after a while. Yeah, they're not laughing anymore, I can tell you that. My penis is now 3.4 inches bigger, and my new girlfriend just can't get enough of it. Thank you so much.
I tried everything until I landed on this site. Suction pumps, pills, even some expensive surgery that sent me to ICU for 2 weeks. Nothing else worked but this amazing formula. My penis is now 3.6 inches bigger, and I can't thank you enough. Too bad this hasn't happened before I caught my wife cheating on me with one of my friends from work. But I'm happy now. I got a new girlfriend and the kids adore her. Thank you so much for making me believe again.
So I saw your program and I got this for my husband. And both of us, we were shocked to see how well your solution works. His penis size grew by 2.8 inches in just days. Although I must admit, I'm the one that enjoys this the most. To all women out there, do your men a favor. Do yourself a favor. Get this program now.
To be honest, stories like these don't even impress me anymore. Every day our inbox is filled with dozens of success messages like the ones you heard, and they all confirm how incredible this method is. And I should know better, because not too long ago, I saw it with my own eyes. Hi, my name is Mike Nolan. Ever since I graduated from the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, I only had one goal in mind: to research and find a solution for the terrible small penis syndrome. During my long career, I worked with many prestigious doctors, experts in their field, and other people who were too caught up in their classic treatment methods and didn't agree to my alternative way of thinking. I've seen and treated every single aspect related to male sexual health, such as hard cases of erectile dysfunction, infertility, prostate issues, and even penis injuries. I was also honored to have been part of an elite team of researchers and medical experts that found the key chemical components of what was later released in the world as Viagra. In my over 35 years of experience, I have helped over 5,000 American men regain their sexual health and confidence. But my long life dream never changed. I wanted to prove myself in the entire medical community that having a small penis is not a life sentence. Even though every time I dared to mention this to one of my senior colleagues, they would laugh me out of the room, I never stopped. Almost 12 years ago, I started my own private next-generation laboratory together with some of the most brilliant scientists I've met along the road. Ever since then, we've been working with one purpose in mind: to research and develop an efficient and effective solution that will help any man increase their penis size as soon as possible. Or simply said, to find the miracle chemical that does for the male penis size what Viagra did for its strength. Now, before we continue, I need to explain something very important. You see, the average penis in the US is about 5.6 inches. And since it's so common, every urologist you'd go to says it's just normal and there's nothing wrong with it. But that's a flat-out lie. Because, as you'll soon see, there's absolutely nothing normal with having a penis that's less than 8 inches long. Now, a medical researcher's life isn't easy. You get a lot of sleepless nights, an unhappy wife, and months of being absent from your home due to your work. I spend a lot of time abroad, working in high-tech labs in Germany or Switzerland, being part of international research teams, performing clinical research on male enhancement and sexual-related male issues. I remember all those moments when I left my wife home, alone, neglected, but the stakes were too high. You see, in my opinion, every disease, illness, or health problem already has a natural, organic solution left to be discovered in nature. We just have to find it. That's why twice a year I would take 1 month of vacation and visit every indigenous place I would find, looking for male enhancement natural solutions, from the deep, dark Amazonian forest to the beautiful lands of Tibet and India, or the forgotten Japanese villages. During my trips, I collected and analyzed hundreds of herbs, plants, and even tree-produced oils. Some are already well known in the male enhancement medical community, and while they may help regain sexual stamina, performance in bed, and some even help with getting hard erections, each one of them is completely useless when it comes to increasing the length and girth of the male penis. I'll have to admit, things didn't look so good. I remember that night when I came back to my wife. She had never seen me so upset in all my years. I felt stuck, as nothing seemed to work. But if there was something that I never lost in all my life, that was hope. Because as my mentor used to say, real accomplishments in life always need to begin with a little bit of faith. And everything truly happens for a reason, because the call I would receive the next day changed my life forever. It was from a colleague of mine, James. "Mike, you have to see this," he said to me in a mysterious voice. Now, I knew he was onto something, but never in my wildest dreams have I dreamed of what would happen next. Listen, one of my oldest friends called me to tell me about a remote African island where rich people go to increase their penises by 4 to 6 inches. He had found this in his recent travels. Apparently, they use some sort of plant-based sorcery. "Stop right there, James," I said to him calmly. "We're scientists, and you know very well there's no such thing as sorcery." James paused for a second, and then he started explaining how these tribesmen are literally defying science through their elongation ritual. But I needed more than that. I needed hard facts and evidence, not just fantasy stories about tribesmen that grow their penises by magic. So I spoke to James, and he gave me the location of this tribe. I decided to take my wife with me, since she's a professor in linguistics and could help me understand the tribe's native language. Now, please be warned, because what follows next is not for the weak of heart. After what I believe was the most time spent on an airplane plus 2 hours by boat, my wife and I finally found the remote indigenous African tribe. From the moment we stepped foot on the island, my wife and I stood there in shock. I honestly tell you that all my years of medical research in the male enhancement field could have not prepared me for this. We had just landed in the middle of their island, and there they were. More than a dozen black guys standing in front of the tribe's elderly, performing the sacred penis elongation ritual, or Batamariaba by its local name. A couple more lucky tourists, who looked like rich people, were quietly sitting in the back watching the whole process. And let me tell you, the sizes of the penises we saw were absolutely insane. 12, 13, and even 18 inches strong, muscular penises, absolutely no doubt the largest I have seen in all my long medical career. It was absolutely insane. But as I sat there, watching them finish their ritual, and thanked the tribe elderly for the miracle that had just happened with their penises, I noticed something else. It had been more than half an hour since we arrived, and their penises were all erect, even though there was nothing to arouse them. What in the world would make these guys so incredibly potent and viral? I asked myself. In the middle of the jungle, with no medical help or drugs, or even women next to them, each one of these guys was still holding a rock-solid erection. Little did I know back then that the answer to this question was going to shock me. The truth is, Science has already proven that African black guys are more endowed than white guys. In fact, in a recent research paper published by Everyone Web involving over 110 countries, stated that the biggest penises in the world are found in the Democratic Republic of Congo, specifically members of this tribe. They count for the top 3% of the world's biggest penises. But my main question was, why? I needed to find out if this was due to genetics or something else, something stranger. So I spent the next couple of weeks trying to get as close as possible to the tribe's elders. We actually became good friends, and I was happy to share my medical knowledge with them, teaching them simple emergency procedures like how to safely stop an open wound from bleeding or how to give CPR. But at the same time, I wanted to find out what was hidden behind their secret elongation ritual and the shockingly long penises these men had. The tribal elders appreciated the help, and with each day that went by, they slowly began to tell me the secret behind this well-kept secret ritual. They said that in their tribe, most men are born with penises of over 10 or 11 inches long, and that's due to their parents adding a few more powerful plants to their daily meals. But if by misfortune someone is born with a penis that's less than 10 inches, a size that's considered something very normal in their tribe, they use their sacred penis elongation ritual on them and immediately add 5 to 7 inches more. What's more important is that these men are advised to consume these plants and herbs every day to prevent any male or prostate-related issues. This recipe, as the elderly confessed, has been in their families for centuries and was passed from generation to generation. It's all due to the lands we live in and the plants we have here. The secret to our penis's size has been here for thousands of years, one of the tribe elderly said. But was it truly possible, I asked myself? Can an ancient ritual and some herbs and plants really grow your penis? Or was it all down to science? And in fact, the size of the gentlemen's penises was due to their genetics. I knew if I wanted to find the answer, I needed to test this myself. And to be honest, I had a good reason to. You see, it's painful for me to admit this, but I have a small penis. I mean, I know it, and my wife knows it too. She just never said anything to me, even though we've been married for almost 20 years. Well, she never said it to me anyway. But a while ago, I heard her talking over the phone with one of her friends, saying she wished I had a longer penis. I felt like a cold steel blade passing through my gut. But she was right, and it was the reason why I decided to take her on this trip. Not just because she could help me understand the language. I hope that even if I don't find the solution to penis growth in this tribe, maybe once she was satisfied by one of these African men, she'd love me more. I know how bad this sounds, but can you imagine wishing that your partner would enjoy another man's penis just so they don't leave you? It takes away your dignity, your masculinity. It makes you realize that you may never be able to satisfy them like they truly wish. Can you imagine how hard it is to live like that? And even when they don't say anything, deep down you know they want it bigger. Just go online and try to do a quick search on, does size really matter? What you'll find will shock you. A 2013 study published in the National Academy of Sciences found that the male penis size influenced how women perceived attractiveness. In other words, the bigger, the better. Not to mention all the online articles and forum posts where men complain about being cheated on because their spouse wanted a bigger penis. In fact, peer-reviewed publishing show that more than 50% of women cheat on their partner at some point because he's less endowed. I knew I had to make a choice. I would either face a life of betrayal and humiliation or buck up and fix this once and for all. But here's the thing. A recent study conducted by researchers from the University of New Mexico revealed that in order to be fully satisfied by a man, women prefer his penis size to be at least 8 inches long with a larger circumference of slightly over 5 inches. I can do this, I said to myself. After all, it was the reason why I've spent so many years researching the male penis, and to finally be able to add a few inches of my size was practically a dream come true. Plus, it wasn't like the problem was going to fix itself. So I decided to give this sacred African penis elongation ritual a try, even though I was skeptical right from the beginning. Sure, I was intrigued, especially since I have seen other men performing it with staggering results. Not to mention that during my stay with the tribe, I was invited to many of their orgies, and those men could perform for hours without interruption. There had to be an explanation. Sure, as a scientist, I somehow thought it had to do with genetics, but as the tribe elders explained to me, every now and then, a handful of very rich people, mainly Chinese billionaires, come to the island and pay large amounts of money to use this ritual and enlarge their penises. And 9 out of 10 of them get staggering results. People that couldn't get an erection in decades, now getting steel-strong, long-lasting erections practically anytime they want. Honest men who've been humiliated enough in their lives who are looking to add inches to their penis, going from 3, 4 inches to 7, 8, and even 9 inches. And even the most severe cases, after performing the ritual twice, they all had 100% success. All this with 0 side effects, because, as the tribal elders confessed, this compound is all organic and natural. Since they are on a remote island with basically no access to medical care, it was extremely important for them to stay healthy while doing the ritual. So, a couple of days later, under the careful supervision of the tribe's elders, I started the penis elongation ritual. All I had to do was drink this strange cocktail they prepared for me. From what I've been told, the compounds found in this cocktail were extracted from the plants found around the island. The tribe's elders used a special process, drying the herbs, boiling them, and adding their secret oil mix. They would take the end result, put it in a large pot, and bury it 2 feet underground for 24 hours. And only then the cocktail would be ready to use. Now, of course, I started documenting everything. After I started drinking the cocktail for the first few days, I didn't feel like my penis was growing, except for the fact that something strange was happening inside me, like I had more energy. I felt stronger and more powerful than usual. Then there was something else, which I noticed happening from the first day since I started the ritual. I would always wake up with morning wood. But then, a few days later, something incredible happened. As I got my ruler to measure it, my heart skipped a beat. It had finally happened. My penis was 1.7 inches longer and its girth had significantly increased. I was so surprised by the increase that I actually measured it 7 or 8 times that day, and each time was the same. My penis was growing. Now, after this initial increase, the good news kept coming. My penis was checking in at 6.82 inches. Another morning I woke up, and as I stared at my ruler, my penis was 7.3 inches. Soon after, I was measuring 7.8 inches, but then it got even bigger. I was at 8.4 inches. For the first time in my life, I felt like a real man, but the results didn't stop there. Other parts of my body seemed to grow as well. I was more pumped, more muscular, although I didn't perform any exercises during that period. I would notice how I actually lost a lot of that belly fat I had gained over the years. My hair was fuller, shinier, and my energy levels were skyrocketing. And I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was to look down there and finally see my monstrous, almost illegal bulge. It was an extreme feeling of liberation. Then, one morning as I woke up and measured my penis, to my absolute shock, it was already at 9.3 inches. At that point, I was actually concerned about my manhood getting too big. But then again, that incredible feeling I had every morning like I was a wild animal, the confidence, the power I felt as I looked down, was too precious. So I decided that I want more. I mean, why would I settle for less when I could have more? So I talked to the elders and asked for their permission to continue the ritual and increase my penis even longer, at least 2 or 3 more inches. I wanted to impress my wife when we got back from the island. But despite all my requests, and even though I even offered to pay 1 year worth of my salary to the tribe, they did not agree to allow me to continue the ritual. I was extremely confident that this was the holy grail of penis enlargement and the thing I've been looking for all these years. My lifelong dream to end the suffering of millions of men out there. I just couldn't let it be. I managed to follow around the tribe's elders for the next couple of weeks and secretly write down every plant and herb that they used in the ritual and the exact way in which they dried, boiled, and mixed each one of the ingredients. As soon as I finished my writings, I headed back to the States and began my work at the laboratory. The first thing I did was to test all the properties of each plant, herb, and oil used in the African penis elongation ritual. Now, my job as a scientist requires me to be extremely thorough. Before I jumped to any conclusions, I needed rock-solid scientific evidence that this works. Even though I've seen it with my own eyes, I wanted to make sure that this was not just a placebo. So I teamed up with a colleague of mine, Dr. Hauser, and we started a double-blind and placebo-controlled experiment to be 100% sure this ritual is guaranteed to increase any man's penis. The first thing we did was gather a group of 120 volunteers. We specifically asked them to be between 30 and 60 years old and wanted to include both small 2 to 3 inch penises and long, monstrous ones. Some of them were extremely difficult cases, men who haven't had an erection for years and those with severe small penis syndrome. Senior Americans who never in a million years believed they could get back control over their manhood or enlarge their penises and keep their prostate healthy. But little did they know that the world was soon about to change. In fact, the entire scientific community was going to change after seeing the results of this experiment. But before I tell you what happened next, let me show you something extremely strange that I've discovered during our research. And trust me, you don't want to miss this, because it was this exact moment that made me finally uncover the real reason behind the size of the male penis. You see, during our study, among other things, we asked our volunteers to do 2 things. First, they had to give us urine samples every morning for 2 weeks. Second, we asked them to let us take high-resolution photos of their penises and testicles using cutting-edge cameras. All this under strict and absolute anonymity, of course. What we found was that all men, with no exception, that had penises under 4 inches long had 2 major things in common. First, their urine had the same color in the morning. And second, their penile tissue had the same skin tone. Sure, this wasn't just a coincidence, but what was causing all this? Baffled by what we had just discovered, Dr. Hauser and I began comparing the data we had from volunteers who had small penises with those with medium to long penises. We worked day and night for over a month and analyzed all blood and urine samples, and what we found was undeniable. After decades of countless scientific studies, This was it. We finally knew exactly what controls the size and length of the male penis. You see, what Dr. Hauser and I uncovered was the fact that all volunteers with small penises were passing all the essential penis growth nutrients out through their urine, and this was causing two side effects in their bodies. First, their urine was yellow. Then, due to its nutrient deficiency, the tip of their penis would turn a very subtle nuance of pink. This was incredibly hard for us to discover, and it was only possible due to a couple things we did that truly makes this study unique of its kind. First, we used 4K high-resolution microscopic cameras from multiple angles to capture extremely accurate photos of these men's penises. Then Dr. Hauser and I used our connection and requested access to a quantum supercomputer that, using extremely powerful algorithms, would search even the slightest things our volunteers with small penises had in common, things that are impossible to be seen by the human eye, yet very easy for a high-tech computer. We entered data such as blood test parameters, age, and gene-related information on all volunteers to exclude any possibility of genetic inheritance in all the super high-resolution photos we took. And what we found was truly shocking. Let me explain. Not many people are aware of this, but in order for your penis to grow, as well as your other organs, it needs what scientists call essential growth nutrients. These essential growth nutrients are in fact the key to a proper development of the human body and your reproductive system. Usually your body assimilates them from food. Vitamins like vitamin E, vitamin B3, and minerals, iron, amino acids, calcium, or potassium, which are all found in the fruit produced by a tree called Gigalia africana, or otherwise known as the African sausage tree. No wonder African people safely prepare and consume this fruit on a regular basis. So in order for your penis to grow, your body needs these organic compounds like your brain needs oxygen. Now, you may wonder, if all I need are these nutrients, why not just fill my body and penis with them? Well, it doesn't work like that. You see, for some men, things were simpler since their body was capable of properly assimilating all these important substances. Unfortunately for you, ever since you were born, your body had some level of nutrient deficiency, hence the current size of your penis. This happens due to a certain growth blockage inside your reproductive system, which made your body incapable of absorbing these critical organic compounds. Your other organs still grew to their regular size, unlike part of your reproductive organs which were left behind. And that's because you eliminated all these essential nutrients via urine. Now, you may ask, but what's with the subtle pink tone of every man with a small penis that we uncovered during our study? Well, it's like this. You may have heard about people who get allergies. An allergy is an immune system response to a foreign substance, usually that's not harmful to your body. Some people have almost no allergies, while others are mildly or even severely allergic. The same thing happens to your body when it comes to the size of your penis. Instead of assimilating these nutrients and helping your penis grow, ever since you were a little boy, your body becomes allergic to them and blocks the absorption process. And depending on the size of your penis, your body is mildly or severely nutrient allergic. And just like allergies, you get all sorts of side effects. In the small penis case, it was so subtle, if it weren't for the super high resolution cameras to take these incredible photos of the male penises, we may have never noticed it, and the small penis syndrome would have still been a mystery for science. It was the pink tone of the penile tissue that was so common among all men with small penises that literally shocked us as the computer was printing the results. So, to get back to the matter on hand, if your body is unable to properly assimilate these critical nutrients, which are basically what make your penis longer and thicker, your manhood will stay small, no matter what you do. So the real reason why your penis hasn't reached its nature-given size is not genetics or God's gift, as you were led to believe. But instead, it's all due to something much more simple that can be easily fixed, and that's your body's inability to assimilate the essential nutrients required for penis growth. Now, the good news is that there are certain natural compounds that can eliminate the assimilation blockage for good and give your penis all the nutrients it needs to become bigger, larger, and stronger. The bad news is that you'd have to go to Africa to be able to get them. But don't worry, in just a minute, I'll show you how you can get past this inconvenience. Now, if you still wonder if your penis can assimilate all the essential nutrients it needs to grow and stay healthy, here's a simple trick you can do to verify this. Just go to the bathroom and look over two things. First, is your urine this color? And second, is the top of your penis this color or similar? If your answer is yes to at least one of the questions above, I'm sorry to say, but you may be eliminating through your penis all the essential growth nutrients. This was exactly what was happening to our male volunteers. Now, according to CDC, 1 in 10 children suffer from food allergies, with more than 50% of American people reported to suffer from at least one allergic reaction. Well, that shouldn't be a surprise at all, because according to a recent study by the researchers of the University of British Columbia, Canada, 1 in 3 men suffer from nutrient deficiency that affects their reproductive system in at least one more organ. The inside effect? An unusually shorter penis, weak to almost no erections, low sex drive, and what's worse, shortening your sex lifespan more than 19 years. That's why no matter what you do, if your system is clogged and can't assimilate all these essential nutrients, it will be impossible to get a bigger penis. It's like trying to eat cooked spaghetti through a straw, or better yet, it's like trying to pour water into a closed bottle. So what do? You open the bottle first, right? Now, before I tell you how simple it actually is to unlock the key to super growth of your penis and fix all these years of damage to it, let me do a quick recap. Because of the blockage happening inside your reproductive system, your penis can't assimilate the essential nutrients it needs to grow longer and thicker. That's why your penile tissue, along with your penis and in some cases your scrotum and testicles, are abnormally small. For some men, their penis remains smaller while their testes get unusually large. Or for other men, both the testes and the penis are small. Since your nutrient absorption process is broken, your body is trying to compensate and sends the scarce resources wherever it sees fit and wherever is possible due to this blockage. But most importantly, that's why every organ of your reproductive system, your penis, your scrotum, testicles, prostate, all of them have been slowly deteriorating all this time. Ever since you were a little child, without you even knowing it, your reproductive system wasn't able to assimilate these essential nutrients that your penis needed to grow both in length and girth. The end result? A tiny, unnatural penis incapable to get to its correct length and girth, and unfortunately, what's even more scary, a 78% increased chance of developing deadly reproductive system problems. Now, getting back to the super African elongation technique, Dr. Hauser and I performed tests on over 120 brave volunteers between 30 and 65 years old. Our compound had all the natural super compounds, including the sacred herb from the Samba tribe, which basically cleared the blockage and ensured the nutrient absorption process starts to function properly for immediate penis growth. Now, I expected to see some results, but I sure as hell didn't expect to see them coming in that fast. Not long after, our phones were ringing like crazy, with all these men explaining to us how their penis got 3, 4, and even 5 inches longer. I almost thought they were joking, but then the pictures arrived at our mail servers. Take a look at this. Even the most skeptical ones, to their utter shock, got an increase. But that's not even close to the good things that happened. 100% of the participants reported an increase of over 3 inches in just a few weeks from using the program. All of them reported being able to sustain long, strong erections for more than 30 minutes. They got firmer, more pronounced body muscles. They lost pounds of nasty belly fat without spending endless hours at the gym. Their sex drive, energy levels, and sexual confidence literally skyrocketed, and their stamina was significantly increased. But most important, they all managed to generate an explosive growth of their penis while shielding it against future damage and disease. It was absolute madness. I knew right away I had 2 options. Either go right to Big Pharma and hand them over my research and amazing discovery and hope they'll take it further and share it with millions of men. If I had gone this path, I knew exactly what would happen. Worst case scenario, they would bury it inside a forgotten lab to make sure no one would ever benefit from its amazing results. Or, best case scenario, they would push it to countless trials and clinical tests that would take at least 5 to 10 years. Then, once it was done, replace all the natural ingredients with chemical-filled compounds full of side effects, and with a final product that would cost an arm and a leg and be at least 10 to 15 times less effective than the original formula. Classic Big Pharma. Or I could choose door number 2 and do what's right for millions of men out there who suffered long enough. And as you can imagine, I wasn't going to sell my soul to these greedy jackals. So I decided to take everything I've discovered, all my 25 years of research and hard work, the amazing African penis growth breakthrough, the powerful natural compounds found inside this formula, everything that's been proven to be 100% effective for over 1,600 initial brave volunteers that have expanded their erectile tissue of their penis and experienced an explosive growth of their number, both in length and girth, and put everything into a simple method that any man can follow. In order to safely and effectively add between 3 and 5 inches more on their penis in just a few weeks, enjoy steel-hard erections for as long as they live, and turbo boost their sexual confidence. So Dr. Hauser and I started looking for companies that would help us bring the plants in bulk into the States and manufacture them into easy-to-swallow capsules. The tribal elders had warned me that in order for the mixture to work, the ingredients had to be combined in the right order and exact quantities. So all we had to do was find a small, discreet company that would help us put this formula into an easy-to-swallow capsule. We specifically looked for a company that was both FDA approved and GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices certified. Now this was extremely extremely difficult. It took us weeks until we found someone reliable. You'd be shocked by how ignorant most of these companies are when it comes to maintaining the quality and purity of their materials. I wanted to scream it out loud as I held it in my hands, the protocol that would finally give men all over the world an explosive growth of their penis. We called it Savage Grow Plus. With its powerful mixture of 14 carefully selected ingredients, this 2,000-year-old African penis elongation ritual is the only one of its kind in the whole world. It's guaranteed to increase your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a matter of weeks, and has already changed the lives of over 120,000 men. Each ingredient was carefully selected for its penis enhancement properties, and when combined together in the right quantities, all the 14 superfoods have the ability to generate an explosive growth of your penis. Every capsule inside Savage Grow Plus is made here in the US in our FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility, under extremely sterile, strict, and precise conditions. All capsules are non-GMO safe. They do not contain any stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit or tolerance forming. And the way this program works is groundbreaking. Over a dozen independent labs across 2 continents have tested this program on 2,340 men from 6 countries to make sure all ingredients can sustain high quality and purity. Lab tests have shown us that in order for this program to be efficient, all the ingredients have to be mixed only in these exact quantities and in this exact formula. And what we achieved is what most experts call a medical breakthrough. Here's a short explanation on how these ingredients work and why they're so powerful. Step 1. Your body absorbs these powerful nutrients. As soon as you've taken the first capsule of Savage Grow Plus, the nutrient absorption process begins. We combine 14 powerful ingredients chosen from selected locations such as Africa, Kenya, Ethiopia, even the Brazilian Amazon. All these compounds are essential for doing 2 things. First, to fix the blockage inside your reproductive system that's preventing you from assimilating the growth nutrients. And second, to restart the cellular growth of your penis. Since they are 100% natural and have been selected due to their purity, your body will immediately start absorbing them, and the growth of your penis will begin immediately. Step 2. Your penis becomes blockage-free and the healing process begins. Before the actual growth process happens, we need to repair the damage on your penile tissue level. This is extremely important. Since your reproductive system was deprived for so many years by these essential compounds, it needs to restore its health before anything else. To achieve this, we selected a very precise combination of vitamin E and vitamin B3. Then, as soon as the healing process is done, your growth will begin immediately. Step 3. Your penis starts adding inches in length and girth. Now, pay attention, because from this point on, incredible things start to happen. First, to achieve explosive growth of your penis, we had to carefully select a proprietary blend of 12 ingredients. Our star ingredient is Tribulus terrestris. Tribulus, by its short name, helps increase your libido, improve the blood flow to your penis, allows you to have bigger and stronger erections, and more importantly, it supports the growth of your penile tissue directly from the cellular level. Then we added an extreme rare species of hawthorn from Africa, which expedites the growth on a cellular level. It also increases blood flow, improves circulation, and lowers blood pressure. Then we added Epimedium sagittatum, or, on its more popular name, horny goat weed. This natural sex enhancer generates a surge in your testosterone levels and is so powerful that it also repairs the damage the nutrient deficiency has done to your reproductive system. Then we added Damiana leaf, a powerful plant from Central America to improve sexual satisfaction. Muria puama is a small tree that grows in the amazing Brazilian Amazon rainforest, also called the potency wood. Native people have been using it for centuries to improve sex drive and as a natural remedy against erectile dysfunction, and is also used as an incredible testosterone booster. But we didn't stop here. We also added Tribulus, catawba, saw palmetto, inosine, oat straw, and cayenne, all with one single purpose in mind: to help you grow your penis inch after inch, both in length and girth. As an added benefit, all these ingredients create a natural armor around your penis, shielding it against premature limbness and age-related shrinkage. No other blend that we're aware of can match the effectiveness of this penis enhancement solution. Step 4. Your entire body becomes revitalized. In just a few weeks, you'll start to notice a difference in your penis's length and girth. This natural blend will add 30%, 40%, and even 76% more on your size. And there's more. Because this blend is so powerful, every single cell of your body will start to transform and rejuvenate. Hawthorn, one of the star ingredients of Savage Grow Plus, not only helps with penis regrowth, but it also helps you eliminate bad cholesterol from the bloodstream. You will be able to sleep better, it will help with your digestion, and even with losing weight. Tribulus, the amazing African plant, helps you treat your type 2 diabetes. It regulates your cholesterol levels and regulates your blood sugar. Moreover, this exact combination of these plants reduces stress and anxiety, making you feel stronger, happier, and healthier, and giving you better mental focus, boosting your memory and brain power. And of course, the ultimate goal for Savage Grow Plus is to help you generate an explosive growth of your penis. Every morning, you'll wake up stunned by the growth you're seeing. And the confidence this gives you and the powerful feeling of greatness you project will make you a king among men and women. Now, you probably have two questions by now. First, how do I get my hands on this? And second, in which quantities should I take Savage Grow Plus? You see, it's hard for me to answer the first question. When we created Savage Grow Plus, we knew that in order for this formula to work, we had to source only the highest quality ingredients. This makes our ability to keep high stocks on hand almost impossible. And then there's all the men who've used Savage Grow Plus and experienced massive success with increasing their manhood. They're all coming back for more. For themselves and for their best friends, they want to make sure we don't run out of Savage Grow Plus and they're left out. This makes our stock run out in days every time a new shipment arrives. Plus, we're only able to produce Savage Grow Plus in small quantities, since finding high purity ingredients is extremely hard. This is the only way to make sure we keep the formula 100% effective. Now, since you're here, your package is reserved. But if you leave this page, we cannot guarantee supply when you come back. Then, regarding how you should use Savage Grow Plus, the answer is simple. Take one power capsule after breakfast, lunch, or dinner with a big glass of water for at least 30 days. Each capsule contains all these powerful African penis growth nutrients that I've talked about in this presentation. All of the ingredients have been clinically tested and are scientifically proven to increase the erectile tissue of your penis and make your manhood healthy again with the very first capsule you take. Of course, the primary objective of this formula is to fix the blockage happening inside your penis so that your manhood can get stronger, harder, and longer. Now, based on the damage on your penis level, your blood oxygenation and testosterone levels, it's not going to be easy. Your penis is practically guaranteed to grow at least 3 inches. But how will that help you if your erections don't last for more than 5 minutes? And your penis is in constant danger of infections and other deadly diseases because of low testosterone levels and high amounts of toxins found in your blood. Sure, you'll see the external improvements fast, but the internal ones, well, they may take longer to heal. That's why, after analyzing the results of over 89,000 men who've successfully used this program, we recommend taking at least 2 bottles of Savage Grow Plus over a period of 60 days. And if you want to be completely safe and don't take any chances, we recommend you take at least 4 bottles or more over a period of 120 days. This way, you'll be absolutely sure your penis achieves its full length and girth and stays healthy and strong for the rest of your life. Tens of thousands of men have used Savage Grow Plus with mind-blowing results. The average increase in length and girth for each one of them is absolutely staggering. They also experience bigger, longer-lasting erections for maximum pleasure and intensified orgasms. Their sex drive and energy levels are skyrocketing, and their confidence levels are holding high and strong due to their new increased penis size.
My manhood is literally 3.2 inches bigger. I never thought this was possible, let alone to do it in 14 days. This is a miracle solution for men. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much.
This program saved my marriage. My wife and I have never been happier, and she looks incredibly satisfied every time she looks down there. So I don't think I could ever thank you enough.
When my wife saw my new penis, she thought I had surgery. She just couldn't believe her eyes how big my manhood is now. But it was no surgery, no pumps, no pills, just your natural solution marked 2.9 inches bigger. And it's only been a few days. This is incredible.
Now, I hope you understand why I initially wanted to sell this program for $297. But while I could have easily done that and have men lining up, the truth is I'm not here to make myself money. I'm also retired. I made my money already. I'm here to make an impact and help as many men as possible get rid of the burden that's been following them around for their entire lives, the one of not being big enough. Because with this program, you can finally regrow your manhood to its full size, just like God and nature intended from the moment you were born. That's why I'm not going to ask you for $297 or even $97 for the program that's helped over 89,000 men just like you. While this website is still up, you can get the clinically proven formula that increases your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks from now for only $69 a bottle. Now, I know how important it is to achieve real growth of your penis and also keep it healthy and strong even in your late 90s. But that's why, after talking to our manufacturing partner, we decided to give a huge discount on the 4-bottle package of Savage Grow Plus. You can get them for only $49 per bottle. and also get free shipping from us for as long as the current supply lasts. Once we run out of stock, the discount is gone forever. So select the 4-bottle package or any other package you want and join the 89,000 happy men who now enjoy the incredible benefits of having a bigger, stronger, thicker penis. Eventually, Big Pharma will see this. And when this happens, the secret will be fully blown and will be forced to take this website down. I simply don't have the resources to go head-to-head against the multi-billion-dollar giants and their high-dollar legal teams. So go ahead and select your package now. Why miss this incredible opportunity when it's one step away? Make this just a small yet extremely profitable investment that will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Yes, 2 bottles of Savage Grow Plus will both increase your penis size, boost your testosterone levels, increase sperm production, strengthen your muscles, also repair the life-threatening blockage on your penis level, and give you full power to maintain rock-hard erections for as long as you want. But there is a reason why 98% of our users choose the 4 bottles package. Once you go with the 4 bottles package, in just 4 months from now, you'll be able to add 3, 4, and even 5 inches more on your penis size. You'll shield yourself against the toxic chemicals attacking your penis, giving you better defined muscles, skyrocketing energy levels, and even boost your memory and focus. Many years will pass from now, and you'll remain the same incredibly well-hung stud with a steel-strong and pole-long glorious penis ready to rock any girl's world as soon as you enter her bedroom. And of course, we want to help you as much as we can. That's why we're offering a big discount on the 2 and 4 bottle package when you place your order today. It's up to you now. If you're tired of all those so-called solutions and are looking for something more than a temporary fix, then this is it. This is the all-in-one, ultimate male enhancement formula that is guaranteed to change your life immediately. If this sounds good to you, then look below now. Once you make your choice, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page. It takes less than a minute to enter your payment information, and once your order is confirmed, we'll discreetly ship Savage Grow Plus straight to your doorstep. Select below now while stocks last. Now, Savage Grow Plus is guaranteed to get you that Hulk-like glorious penis you always deserved. And that may seem a little shocking to you. I understand. After all, the male enhancement industry giants have been preying on you from the moment you set foot on their website. So let me change that now. We stand behind the power of this program. That's why with every bottle of Savage Grow Plus, you get a 60-day no questions asked money-back guarantee. It works like this. You select one of the packages below and hit the buy button. You give this program a try and experience the results as tens of thousands of men did before you. You watch as your sex partner's looks freeze at the glory of your manhood. You see how good it feels to always be the biggest in a room, no matter where you go. Laugh at your friends' envious looks as all women gossip about the monster that's hiding down there. And if for any reason whatsoever you are not satisfied with the results, even if you want 4 inches and got 3.9 inches instead, send me or Dr. Hauser an email and we'll refund every penny you invested into this program. No hassles, no questions asked, no red tape. But you need to hurry. I made a lot of enemies by posting this program online. Vicious male enhancement gurus who woke up this morning and noticed their bank account balance was slimmer than yesterday. Snake oil drug manufacturers who don't know what to do with their remaining inventory of cheap knockoff products. Even angry porn stars who may soon be left out of jobs as this program already created some monster penises out there. Each one of them wants this site off the internet. So the next time my phone rings and I'm forced to take this program down, you'll be on your own. But why would you give up on the only real chance you have to grow your penis by 3, 4, and even 5 inches in just a few weeks? Just like over 98,000 men who have done it before you. Why shouldn't you be among them when you have so little time to spend and so much to gain? The way I see it, 2 paths lie in front of you. It's the decision you'll have to live with for the rest of your life. You can leave this page and act like nothing happened. You can ignore this incredible program, all the groundbreaking research that proves it's guaranteed to work for any man, and go back to your regular life. But in a year from now, ask yourself, what's going to change? Will you stop worrying every time she asks you to take your pants off? Will you finally find the answer to the question that's been plaguing your life? The one, if you're big enough. Will you continue to waste thousands of dollars on penis pumps, creams, and stretching techniques that even if they have some insignificant results for a while, they will always fail you? Sure, you could choose this way of life, or you could choose the second path that stands in front of you. And to be honest, it's the only one that makes sense. You can give yourself a chance to change something today, on this page, and hit the buy button, and enjoy the life you always deserved from the moment you were born. A life where you feel comfortable in your own skin. Where you walk into a room and instantly know that you'll be the biggest guy there. Where you'd confidently slide down your pants every time she asks you to because you know what's hanging down there. It's enough to make her say that she never met a man like you in her entire life. You'll be an old man who can barely remember his grandchildren's names, but your penis will hang in there, big and strong, like a stallion ready to rock any young woman's world. Click on the buy button below now and give this program a test try. Still here? No worries, I understand, especially given the amazing secrets that I revealed in this presentation. So here's what I'm going to do. Let me answer some of the most important questions we receive about Savage Grow Plus so you can go ahead and hit the buy button below with full confidence. Is it truly possible for me to grow my penis? Short answer is yes. You see, the reason why Savage Grow Plus is so effective is because of the way it works. Other male enhancement programs send blood to your penis, which may make it look larger and stronger, but they don't actually make it bigger. Savage Grow Plus, on the other hand, goes directly to the root cause of the problem in a unique and proprietary way. Can I take Savage Grow Plus if I have allergies or I'm currently taking other supplements? We created Savage Grow Plus for all ages and medical conditions. The only side effect you'll see while using it will be the stunned look on every woman's face when she sees the monster that's hiding down there. Savage Grow Plus does not require any restrictive diets or weird exercises, does not interfere with other supplements you may take, and it makes your penis grow bigger in an extremely safe and natural way. You should also know that Savage Grow Plus is produced using high-quality ingredients in an FDA-approved facility using the latest technology and equipment. That is why we can confidently say that Savage Grow Plus is safe to use. Now, as always, if you suffer from allergies or other certain medical conditions at this very moment, we strongly advise that you consult with your doctor first. Who is this program for? Savage Grow Plus was designed to work for people who suffer from the small penis syndrome, having trouble holding an erection, or have low testosterone levels. And for men who just want to grow their penis bigger. It has zero side effects and it doesn't interfere with any medication or diet. This program is also diabetic friendly. Also, we've received many thank you letters from men saying they've managed to regrow their hair and got firmer muscles using this formula. How long does it take to see the results? The moment you begin taking Savage Grow Plus is when the growing process begins. And once your body assimilates all the nutrients it needs, you'll start seeing results in no time. What if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about that guarantee again? The more results we see, the more confident we are Savage Grow Plus will work for you. Of course, no two bodies ever work in exactly the same way. A small number of people might find it doesn't work for them as they expected, and that's why every bottle of Savage Grow Plus comes with a risk-free 60-day money-back guarantee. And if you decide Savage Grow Plus is not for you, you can return what you haven't used in full for an immediate, no-questions-asked refund. How long will this still be available? I'm not really sure. History has shown us that the male enhancement moguls are not going to sit aside and watch as their margins turn to dust. This natural African formula is already causing them major losses. That's why they'll spend as much money as they need in legal fees to shut down this site. So this may be your last chance to get Savage Grow Plus. The choice is up to you, of course. But I wouldn't wait until it's already too late and this website is removed from the internet. And you should know that the only place you can get Savage Grow Plus is right here on this page. What if my penis gets too big? We do get this question more often than you might think. First of all, we advise you to consult with your doctor if you see that your penis gets too big while taking Savage Grow Plus. Second, we suggest you take Savage Grow Plus every other day instead of daily. Also, we always recommend that you maintain a healthy lifestyle while taking Savage Grow Plus to enjoy its long-term benefits. How do I get Savage Grow Plus? It's very easy. Select one of the packages below and hit the Buy Now button. Try the program for 2 full months, and if you're unhappy with the results, send me an email and I'll make sure you get your investment back. So go ahead and click the button below. I hope I answered all your remaining questions, and by now, you can safely and confidently order your own supply of Savage Grow Plus today. Also, I feel like it's my duty to confess that in order to achieve the best results, my personal recommendation for you is to choose either the 4 or at least 2 bottle package. So go ahead and secure your package now. Fill in the shipping details on the other side and start enjoying a bigger, thicker, fuller penis like it was always meant to be. I can't wait to hear about your incredible results.